Alright, Guitar Brother here, and after today's lesson I am going to teach you how to play the intro to Buried Alive, and in the description I'll put a link to my cover so you guys can see what it sounds like up to speed. And there'll be tabs in the description like always. And so it starts out, it's finger picked by the way, and you hit the open A string and 14 on the G at the same time, and let it ring out still, the A, and then hit 13 on the B string, and back to 14 on the G, and then you hammer off 15 to 13 on the B string, and then 14 on the G, and then back to 13 on the B. So, and then 10 on the A string, and then you hit 12 on the E string. This is standard tuning by the way. 12 on the E string and 12 on the G. And you hit those both at the same time. And then you hit 12 on the B string and then back to 12 on the G. And then after you hit 12 on the G, you go to 10 on the A. And then after you slide from 12 to 14 on the G, and then you hit 7 on the G string and hit open on the D. So that's what we have so far. After you hit that, hit 5 on the B string, and then back to the 7 on the G. Then you hammer off from 6 to 5 on the B, and then 7 on the G, and then 5 on the B. So, and then this is, use your pinky on the E string and hit 8 with your pinky, 7 with your ring finger, and hit open A and 5 on the G string. So, and then hit open E and B, and then you slide down from 7 on the G to 5, and then 4 on the G, back to 5, back to 4, and 5 on the D. So, and then you do that same beginning thing again. And then after that, it changes and it goes. And these are pretty much just octaves from on the A string on the 5th fret, and 7 on the G. So, and then the next one is 7 and 9, and then 8 and 10. And this part's kind of hard. You gotta bar it so you can hit on the B string. And you hit 8 and 10 while holding that, and then go back down to 7 on the A string, and you hit 7 on the B. And you hammer on 7 to 10, back to 7. No, sorry, 9 to 10, back to 9, then to 7, and to 9. So this is what you have so far. And then you hit back to 10 on the B. And then this next part, this part's kind of hard. So slide back to kind of like the beginning on 14 on the G, and then open A. And then 12, 14, 12. You kind of got to slide down. And you hit 7 on the E string and 7 on the G string. So you go 7, 5, 7, 5 on the G string, and then 7, 5 on the D. So that's what you have so far. And then you slide to or you can do it up here. This is easier down here. And you slide to 3 on the A and 5 on the G string. E string, sorry. And you kind of bar it again too and hit 3. 5, 3, 5. And then you slide to play open D and 7 on the G, and then you hammer on 5 to 7 on the G string, and then 5. So and then the next part, it does that same thing, and then it goes. So yeah, so wait 1 second. And then you do open D and 2 on the E string, and kind of 2, 3, 5. And then you go 3 on the A string and open on the E, and then you go and 1 on the B string, and then back to the 3 on the A, and then back to open on E, and then to 1 on the B string, and then 2 on the G. So and then it goes back to that same thing. Except on this ending it goes, instead of just 2, 3, 2, and then does that same thing. This is the really hard part. So you go, I play down here because you have to tap with your right hand, and it's open on the A, and 5 on the G, and then 4 on the G, and 3 on the E, and then 5 on the B, and you hit it again with 1 on the E, and then you tap on So tap on 2 on the G and you slide up. Make sure you're holding that bass note still. You slide to 5, and then I hit this harmonic with my pinky, and I strum with my thumb. So sorry. And then you slide up after you hit that harmonic, and then back to it. And then on that one you don't do the tap, you just hit with the your middle finger, and then the finishing harmonics are, oh sorry, the first harmonic is on the E string on the 5th fret, and then it does it again. It goes same harmonic, 5th fret on the E string, and then 3 on the D. So